Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So we're talking about sanctuary states again. That's a thing. We're going to talk about that some more. And now the new packaging is that the Founding Fathers, well, they didn't build a country for it to be ripped apart. And that, the Supremacy Clause says that the Fed should have power over this. Okay. Well, let's try to figure out what the Founding Fathers really would have thought about it, instead of just making stuff up. So, in 1798, the United States was involved in an unofficial war with France. It wasn't a big deal. It was a lot of naval confrontations. Why? Because we're the United States, and even way back then, we didn't pay our bills. During the American Revolution, we incurred some debt with France. Well, after the French Revolution, we were like, whoa, hang on a minute. Now, we incurred these debts with that other government, the one that doesn't exist anymore. We don't owe you a dime. Understandably, the French were upset by this. We also reopened trade with England, so they got a little hot. In response to the tension, Congress passed the Alien Friends and Alien Enemies Act. These acts gave the executive branch wide discretion in deporting people, throwing them out. Basically, if the president thought they were dangerous, they could go. So what would the Founding Fathers think of that? I mean, that was 1798. That wasn't too far afterwards. So certainly one of them had to have said something. Did. Thomas Jefferson. I think most people have heard of him. He drafted something called the Kentucky Resolutions of 1798. He did this because he understood the U.S. Constitution gives the federal government power over naturalization, not immigration. Naturalization is who gets to be a citizen. Immigration, well, that's people moving around. Jefferson said that alien friends are under the jurisdiction and protection of the laws of the state wherein they are. Then he cited the 10th Amendment, which said that basically it says that any power that isn't specifically spelled out in the Constitution and given to the federal government belongs to the states. So we know that at least Jefferson would be okay with the idea of sanctuary states. We know this because he said so. History's a thing. It exists. You can't just change it and repackage it because you want to. When you make an appeal to the Founding Fathers and their views on things, understand that most of that stuff was written down. And Thomas Jefferson, well, he didn't even think ice should exist. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good night.